Sorry, quickly, Finbar. Q Murphy says in chat, I don't know if you saw, there's a short version of the scenario where you do one broadcast and two topside scenes, like if you need to work to a time schedule or something.
Yeah, I guess... Do we want to go just straight into the topsider scene, and then do that as our final topsider scene?
Yeah, we're going to go
do we want to do one more broadcast, basically, or do we want to just jump back into another topsider?
It's a topsider thing, because we haven't got too long, so it's good.
Yeah.
Fair. I don't know whether the last broadcast was kind of funny. was all. But okay. So yeah. What event signifies future risk for the characters or one of the cities? Well, I would say one event signifies future risk for the city is there's a kaiju not far from Camelot because we only just left.
Yeah.
That's pretty big and bad.
We haven't got very far. We've already fucked up.
Yeah. So whatever it is that keeps the kaiju away is failing fast. Okay. So, should we jump back in then?
Yep.
Sounds good.
Alright. So, let's swap around. Who wants to be topsider this scene? Make
Someone
calls
else.
for the... Yeah, someone other than Will. I'm happy to take it if we want. I'll take topsider.
Do it.
Perfect.
Okay. So, I need to roll a d6 for kaiju. 1. That's good for us. That means there are no kaiju in this scene.
Good.
Whatever. Taconia's kaiju protection system is working well. So 3d6, 6, a 1, and a 5. So there's 2 dangers. Oh wait, we had 4 last time, and 1 exploration. That's why we'll roll 1 more. Another danger. So someone needs to be in charge of danger. Someone needs to be in charge of exploration. And
I'll take danger.
Okay.
I'll do exploration then.
Okie dokie. So, in which case, Dylan,
Me.
will you kindly pick a location for us?
Okay.
Where is this scene set?
This scene is set in Kentucky Fried Kaiju. Because of course it is.
Okay, so we need our secret, our feature, and our mood for this place.
And is that me as well?
We can talk about this as a group, but
I'd go for a group. We'll see what we can put together for KFK.
So, okay, my idea for the secret is that
It's not actually
It's not
kaiju
real
that they fry.
I was gonna say it was like a KFC. It was a KFC and a rebranding thing that is a joke, but they have like this KFK. They actually managed to capture some like kaiju spawn, and turned them into. So there's like dead kaiju spawn as like roasted chicken in the basement.
That actually relates very well to the one thing worth acquiring in the place.
Yeah, so kaiju meat. Do we want to go with that, or do we have other ideas? Okay, so secret.
They actually kill
Kaiju meat. And I guess for mood, do we have to go with it feels like all fast food places? I was like, I guess young people can go here, but also old people can go here. It's the lighting's weird. I just feel like I'm in a sterile environment.
Very tacky, yeah.
I feel like I want to get out of here.
Yeah. Thing to acquire. Kaiju meat.
What?
And mood. Tacky and gross.
Wait, doesn't the location already have a thing to acquire?
Feature. Sorry, feature. Quite right. So, what is a prominent feature of this place?
Suspiciously large, deep fat fryer in the back.
Industrial deep fat fryer. Okay. So, yeah. Diddle-doo. So, as we approach, the topsiders, our 3 remaining topsiders, Agent Nifty Slinky, Christopher Topwalken, and Ed Danger emerge from Jeff's crack, sprinting across the wasteland. They manage to put distance behind them, and a couple days later they crest a hill and they smell the sound. They get that smell of like being too near like a grease fryer thing, just like from. It's like, what the hell is that? And around the corner, and Ed Danger is just standing like, I think Ed Danger is the first, and it's just like, what the shit? And the others round, and the camera pans as they are bathed in the glorious light of a giant, like, scaly grey K shining down on them. Like a beacon from the heavens. With the smell of, like, gross fries, like, pungent in their nostrils.
A big old picture of the Colonel's face.
Yeah. And they walk towards it, and James like, have you guys ever heard of, like, a place like this?
I heard some rumors, but didn't know it was real until now. I haven't got to do it yet. I had to.
Yeah, it's cool. Nifty Slinky, do you have anything to say on the subject?
I look slinkily at it.
You slunk gently towards.
I
My
slink.
way towards it.
God
I
damn
imagine
it.
you move like a
Suspiciously.
snake. You know the way they animate Joe's legs in Family Guy?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like, that's what your legs are.
Mhm.
Like, you just move like a snake.
Very fluid.
Oh god. So
Slippery snake.
okay, so we approach, and I guess like Ed Danger walks over and like opens his, like, just kind of steps towards the glass doors, and they slide open, and walks into KFK. Dylan, what's the danger we like straight up encounter in this place? You can either choose, or you can roll a dice and see what it gives you.
Am I danger on this one?
Wait,
Oh,
no,
I'm
sorry.
danger.
Will Instigate was danger.
Sorry, hold on.
So yeah, you can either like pick something
my
from the
blind.
6 options. I believe you can only pick 5 because you can't outright kill a character as a choice, or you can roll a
Right.
d6 and see what happens.
Yeah, alright, I'll roll a d6. A
Fuck.
6.
That's murder.
Hey.
So someone does die. Let's have a look. Danger transmission.
I have a hilarious idea for how a character could die.
A threat takes the life of a character unless it has a favourable reaction.
What's your pitch, Dylan?
Basically, like, a siren, like an alarm starts going off, and you have, like, the crazed employees all, like, freaking out and running around, and it's like, one of them's escaped! One of them's escaped! Like, this little kaiju just, like, bursts through, like, the main desk, grabs one of the characters, and just leaps out the door and just runs off. It's like, get it back! Get it back!
Okay.
And it's just, like, that, it's just, like, instant. It's just bursts through, grabs him, gone.
Are we happy with that, danger transmission?
yeah, I'm happy with that. That's fucking hilarious, yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna try and save. So who is like this kaiju spawn leaping at? And what's the kaiju spawn look like? Is it another splooshy corpse, or is it something else?
No, I'm imagining kind of like yeah, because it's happening really quickly, like kind of like a Zergling in StarCraft, like, you know, something really small, almost like insect-like, and it just kind of leaps at him, grabs him, and like out the door, and all you see is kind of a blur.
So which topsider of Agent Nifty Slinky, Ed Danger, or Christopher Topwalken?
Wait, which one's the one that smells bad? Ed Danger. No, he tastes bad. Sorry.
Ed Danger tastes bad.
Slinky smells bad.
Slinky smells
I smell bad. Someone else tastes better. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Slinky.
Okay.
Oh,
I will try and save Slinky. So I need a 4, 5, or a 6.
Feed me.
Roll 20 is having some difficulties.
I'm on the really slow stick.
Suspense.
Oh my god.
1! Fuck!
Nailed it.
So, Agent Nifty Slinky, your final words, please.
It will slink no longer.
His
doesn't
final
say-
word would just be, fuck. Completely out of voice. Just like really deep voice, like, because he's been quite all slinky and it's just, fuck.
Stealth is gone.
It goes the opposite. He's got a really girly voice. So fuck. And as he slinks no more, like I imagine, like all that's left are my slinkies.
Just we get the twanging noise as like some of your slinkies are severed and they bounce across the restaurant as this thing leaps past us.
Christopher Topwalken picks one up, a tear just done his, puts it on his arm in memory.
We wear slinkies to honor our lost friend. Okay, so we lose Agent Nifty Slinky as he's
We're
eaten
two,
by a
two
Zergling.
people done now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, at this point, can I use one of my danger tokens and pick another danger?
Absolutely. You can't pick killer character is the only thing.
Yeah, cool, that's fine. So at this point, I'm going to pick dangerous other people. And this big burly guy comes out from like fucking after, you know, while most of the employees are like running around like trying to fucking see if there's any chance of capturing their fresh meat back. He comes out and is like, right, everyone calm down. You, come here. Points at fucking, wait, who's still alive out of our...
We have Ed Danger and Christopher Topwalken.
Alright, points at Christopher Topwalken. You, come here.
Why? What do you want from me?
That dude who just got snatched, he was with you, yeah?
I know him, but I wouldn't say we were friends.
Yeah, you can't be fucking coming in here, bringing in people that smell like that, attracting our produce straight out the door, can you?
Well, I mean, I told him he should have washed, but we've been traveling for a while. We've been through Jeff's crack.
Well, I feel for you, I really do. But what are you going to do about, can you make up for a whole day of burgers lost, can you?
I mean, I'm a lot smaller than you. Why don't you jump in the fryer and serve yourself?
Are you threatening me?
No, I think you should talk with my friend.
Are you fucking threatening me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use our reaction die here, because like, so the thing states that they can catch us, unless we get a favorable reaction. So Ed Danger is gonna pull this gun and start firing at like the big guy, and as we try to beat a hasty retreat. And so a non-favorable reaction will cause them to catch one of us, possibly both of us.
I wonder who.
Not much choice anymore, is there?
So yeah. Shit. So
Failing these rolls, Finbar.
It's not it.
Oh my god.
Oh damn. Sorry, I forgot to change the stream stuff. I need to tell my mods that they can actually do that for me. Okay, so I'm gonna spend that die. And so can I narrate this next bit?
Go for it.
Okay, so yeah, like Ed Danger pulls his gun and starts like firing at people. As the like these crazy employees run at us and like pops one, and like I think Christopher Topwalken decks another one, but the big guy just runs up and in the style, if you were watching earlier when Zangief managed to catch up to me in Street Fighter, just grabs someone and power bombs them, and we see stars, and we wake up later. The smell of like of frying fat, much thicker in the air, tied to chairs, staring at the industrial deep fat fryer, with kaiju spawns squirming in cages nearby.
You know, this isn't the worst situation I've been in.
Oh really? Because frankly, it's getting pretty high up on my scale.
No, I've been in worse.
Really? Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do tell. How'd you get out of that shit? Because we could use that.
Well, I'm lying, okay? He's trying to make small... Keep in mind, he's selfish, and by extension, he's also a bit full of himself. He talks shit a lot.
Okay, so... I guess this is... I don't know, do we want to... Do you guys have ideas of how we're going to escape this? I'm trying to think what we can... We are trapped.
Explosions.
Yeah.
Where's the big guy at the minute?
Danger transmission?
I'm not in the room, but I was planning on making an appearance soon. So if you guys want to come up with some sort of plan,
we're just gonna
is the big guy like? Would he be? Is he smart or would he be easily tricked?
I'm gonna go with like easily tricked, but he's quite. But at the same time, he's also quite intent on just like.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's your standard like manager at McDonald's who really only has like the sales targets in his mind.
Fair. Yeah. So I guess that conversation finishes, and Ed Danger just kind of looks at Topwalker and is like, "Thank you for all your help. I really, really appreciate it. Now, if you don't mind," and just kind of proceeds to wobble, trying to loosen his restraints.
Wouldn't do that. You'll make them mad, and you're disturbing the kaiju children over there. I don't want to be eaten. I would rather be fried. Much quicker.
Really?
It's quicker.
Is it?
Your body goes into shock. You don't feel it. You get eaten. They could start with your legs. You're gonna feel it. And they got small mouths.
God damn it. Alright, so
I'm
yeah,
waiting on the big guy. I've got an idea.
so I guess a way for this to work is maybe we manage to bust out of our restraints and run straight into a danger, or does the big guy come back in first? Danger transmission guy.
You guys. Okay, yeah, you guys like can bust out your chains first. Come on,
Yeah, so-
first before I
I
come
managed to
back.
eventually, because my character's good with ropes.
Oh!
So I managed to loosen the, like, because I know the knots, I'm like, just shut the fuck up, Top Walking. And just like, and I burst out of the chair, pull like a shiv out of my boot and cut Top Walking's restraints, and we're gonna start legging it. How badly wrong does this go for me? Danger transmission?
Do I just roll a d6 here?
Roll that d6,
Yep.
son.
I swear if someone dies again.
Swear to God.
Straight
Oh,
up
for
it.
fuck's sake!
Fucking hell!
Can I volunteer for this one?
Fuck!
I'm just gonna volunteer for this one. Just
Yeah, go
'cause-
for it.
You know,
Dylan.
So, Top Walking's like running ahead. He's like pushing doors open and shit. Like he's a selfish character. He's just lagging it, trying to like get out himself. He's not trying to help Ed. He like turns to see where Ed is. Turns back and like just trips over a fucking snail and just head
Right.
into like just trips over a snail, soars through the air quite dramatically for a minute, quite unsure as to how he's managed to soar through the air after tripping over a snail, and lands straight into a fryer.
Just like stop for a moment, see the screen, and just like shoot and keep going. It's like, I'm sorry, friend!
I just imagine you also shot the snail. Like it's ahead of you, shoot the snail to make sure you don't trip over it.
Okay, so I guess what would make sense here is we have one exploration left, and I run. So Ed Danger, the last remaining topsider, runs out the door and starts sprinting away. Do you want to roll that exploration to see where I run into, or because I think that makes the most sense?
Yeah.
So, and we can maybe have something bad happen as a result of that.
My roll 20 is being really, really slow. Do you mind just rolling a d6 for me? It's just not wanting to do anything today.
A 2. So on a 2 on exploration, that is the aside. Some item or action for the current scene provides a reason for a brief tangent on some part of life topside. Describe what it is and how this item, behavior, or group is a necessary part of topside life. Point is more marked detail than relevance. Players may ask questions to learn more about this part of topside life, then the scene resumes as normal. So, what is... Will, this is your... Encounter Will, this is your thing. What is it that we spot either running... I spot running through KFK or in the surrounding area that gives us some insight into how topside life works?
We find... Well, you guys find it because I'm dead. I find a television set, which is working. And it's actually playing an advert currently for Kaiju
Rocket
Juice.
Dave sleds.
Yeah, and Rocket Dave Sled's advert finishes, then Kaiju Juice comes on, and it's this juice which you have to kind of like put over your body. And it's supposedly meant to stop kaijus from being able to smell you, because it smells like kaijus.
Okay. Okay, I have a question then. What's it made of?
Do you want to know?
That's
You
a good answer.
wouldn't know this. You wouldn't know this from the ad, though.
Yeah, no, but I can ask questions about kind of more about
fair,
this part of topside life. But
What does the ad tell you is made of?
what does the ad say?
It says Kaiju Juice. And then it says some...
Kaiju juice, fresh in store. Keep your family safe from the
Freshly
woes
squeezed.
of Giraffe.
Freshly squeezed Kaiju Juice.
Sploosh resistant.
Which resistant Kaiju Juice.
Okay, so that is all our tokens spent, because I physically can't react to that. So we're going to wrap up for this scene. So we have the same questions. How did things end up for the characters? What is the most significant event? And what event signifies future risk for the characters and one of the cities? We're going to have to draw this to a close. So,
I mean, we
how
have
do things
one
end up for the
character
characters?
left.
Obviously, only
Dead.
Danger remains. What is the most significant event in this scene? I mean, there's a free kaiju spawn running around. We lost 2 people. What do we think is like significant and therefore signifies risk?
I reckon, like, what was it? Was it Godzilla did the the kaiju like grow really rapidly or something? I'm taking this from
Okay.
somewhere. I've seen it somewhere where it's like
Aliens?
it's aliens. That's the one. Like, I like to imagine that the kaiju kind of have that thing, but they have to be in a certain like environment. They have to be in like an irradiated environment to do it.
Okay.
So, like, if the kaiju spawn is in, like, KFK, it's not irradiated, it will just stay small. So this kaiju spawn has, like, escaped and is going for, like, the nearest highly irradiated space and will, within a couple of days, be, like, just a fully fucking grown kaiju,
Okay.
basically.
I like that. So,
that
yeah.
could be- So
Basically,
there's a
the
new
biggest
threat, basically.
Yeah, the biggest risk is a new kaiju is being born out in the wasteland. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Right. So, we have 2 parts to do. I would quite like to do one more broadcast, just for the fun of it, because and then we can go into finale. So, Encounter Will, you didn't get much to do in that last scene until right at the end. So why don't you be our host with the most for this broadcast scene?
All right then.
We'll skip the D6 for Kaiju because that's not actually relevant at this point. So let's just go with the destination city. I think that's because we did one in the home. We'll do one in the destination. So just roll 1d6, or I'll do it for you.
Yeah, cheers, man.
So that is a 6. So this is a radio panel. So this broadcast has several experts on discussing some topic with each other. There are no calling guests, but just these experts are debating the subject. So pick one person to host the panel. So that is you are the radio DJ.
Right.
Encounter Will.
No.
And the rest of us can be on there as experts. What question do we want to answer about the world?
What is the meaning of kaiju? Kaiju
Do
Christmas.
you want to be discussing the fate of the
Yeah,
city of
totally
Camelot,
adventure.
maybe? Or...
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say the fate of our 4 characters.
the top
So,
side.
so the story of Ed Danger, and we're doing a panel on is he full of shit? Or
Yeah.
is, like, he actually... Okay, so you're the host. So who's gonna be the like pro? We should support our like fellow wastelanders. Who's gonna be the cynic? This guy is a liar. He's a filthy topsider scum, and we should
I'll be the liar.
shoot him and throw him out. You want to do that one? Okay. And who wants to be the conspiracy theorist? Who wants to go full tinfoil?
Sounds like you, Finbar.
All right, I'm gonna go full
I'll let
tinfoil.
you go.
Okay, so
Alright.
you are our like we should help Ed Danger out. So we're gonna keep
Can
this nice and brief.
You'd probably want to introduce your character very, like, not introduce, but just go, hello, I'm blah blah blah.
Okay.
And here's my thing.
Yeah,
Just
I'll
say your
as
character.
the host, I'll introduce my panelists.
Oh,
I guess.
actually, so one person should we have Ed Danger on the show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could be a good idea
He's
actually.
being
Okay.
interviewed.
I was gonna say, instead of having like that sort
I'm
of
gonna put my character.
Go on.
Can I put my character name for this panel in the Skype thing? Because I have an idea.
Yeah. Okay, so Dylan is the guy who thinks Ed Danger should be thrown back into the wasteland where he deserves. Good.
I was going to play him.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Will is the guy who thinks that
Hold
we
on,
should
I'll be
help.
this one then.
No, I was gonna say, can I be the manager from KFK again?
Yes. Okay. Sounds
Yes.
good. So Encounter Will. What is the name of your radio DJ?
Wilwick Davis.
Wilwick Davis. Good. Do you have a name for this show in mind, or shall I just jingle with it?
Life's Too Short from Warwick's Life's Too Short.
You are the worst! The worst human being! Alright, fine.
Life's Too Kaiju.
Alright, so... It's Life's 2 Kaiju coming at you live from Taconia. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 97.7 AM, with Wilwick Davis. Boom boom.
Hello, is this thing on? Hello? Right. Hi guys, my name is Wilwick Davis, and you're listening to Life's 2 Kaiju on some radio station. Of course, we are here today to talk about Ed Danger and his magnificent story as a topsider and his battles, and I do have some panelists with me today to be discussing this hot topic today. So why don't I introduce Ed Danger first. Hello Ed, how are you?
It's been a long trek, Wilwick, but
Yeah,
I'm doing all right. Thanks for having me.
welcome. And my first panelist, Kenny Baker. Hello, Kenny.
Hello, I'm Kenny Baker.
How are you?
I'm alright, thank you.
Good. And my other panelist, would like to introduce yourself, sir.
My name's Jason Butcher. I'm the manager of a local KFK.
Fantastic.
I love you, mate.
It's an all-star cast today on Life's 2 Kaiju. So Ed, why don't you tell us a little bit about your story and your journey?
So, I come from the city of Camelot. We recently ran into some issues with the Sons of Giraffra, and they arrived in our town, decreed that Giraffra wished that we splooshed, and
Right.
they stole our kaiju repelling devices, and myself and my friends, who unfortunately didn't make it across the wasteland, are here to collect to hopefully trade for a new one from Taconia, so that our city can survive.
Wow, incredible. I know, Kenny, you've got some pretty strong opinions on this.
I do, actually, yes. Honestly, I think you're full of bull. There's no evidence to support that you had any device that could stop the kaiju from attacking Camelot.
But we haven't been attacked by kaiju before. Surely that's
Luck.
not evidence enough?
It is luck and nothing more. You got lucky, and then you didn't. You set out on some damn fool errand to try and get this mystical device, and your mates died, and you are here now trying to claim that there was this device, trying to get sympathy from my people. It's not gonna happen.
Good.
Good. Ed, that's
Don't get me
pretty.
something from his throat.
Well, let's speak to the man who was actually there himself, who could have witnessed this. So, Jason, tell us. You saw some of Ed in action and his friends. In fact, you saw one of them die. That must have been great, scary, also scary.
Well, I wouldn't say I saw them in action. Right, what they did was they wandered into my establishment, and one of them fucking smelt like no one's business, attracting kaiju all over the place, and he got himself mugged right off, didn't he?
You tried to cook us!
You cooked yourself, mate, when you stepped in that door.
Some fierce allegations tonight.
I would like to mention that there is no evidence to support that this man has ever no one has ever managed to capture a kaiju. He's in on it.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate. You look at where my establishment is located, and we're the only restaurant left. The Little Chefs, they're gone. The McDonald's, they're all gone. It's just us, isn't it?
Well, we might be getting a little bit off topic here, guys. So Ed.
Yeah, Ed's I think his close up slams hands up. Please, residents of Taconia, find it in your heart to help the town of Camelot. We need you, people of Taconia. You're our only hope.
Well, there you have it. Blatantly stealing my lines there from a famous film that I was once in. You might have heard of it. A little film called Space Wars.
I read that too. I read a bloody trash can.
Right.
R2D2.
So this has been Life's 2 Kaiju. I've been Wilwick Davis, and I've had Ed Danger and Jason Butcher, and of course Kenny Baker on the show tonight. It's been an all-star cast. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed this show, then do hit that follow button so you can watch the next episode of Life's 2 Kaiju and join us then. And until next time, everybody, try not to get eaten by any kaiju like all of Ed's friends did.
We'll take this in the afternoon. Alright, so last little bit to wrap up this is that we do the finale. So as a group, we vote. Do we believe that Ed Danger and his fallen friends manage to succeed, or whether they get the bleak version? Triumphant or bleak finale?
I think it has to be bleak, considering three of them. Well, two
It's
of them are
got-
dead, and one of them is probably dead.
I guess the triumphant finale might mean that like the mission succeeds even if they died. Do we think Ed Danger manages to carry the torch alone, or?
I think this conspiracy theorist was quite convincing. Not gonna lie.
I feel like it's with if like two of them survived and got there, I think it could have been triumphant. But I think I would go with like the bleak one, just because he's gonna run in here saying, "All my friends are dead. I need this mystical thing to keep the kaiju away." Like he's one guy who's gonna seem crazy. He's just running in the desert.
That's 2 for bleak. I think that I like to believe in a hopeful future, so I'm gonna vote for triumphant. Encounter Will.
My vote is for bleak.
All right,
Oh,
bleak
it
finale.
is.
So we have to answer the following questions. We each get to narrate a brief scene, and we just imagine it's kind of a scene in a silent movie, so we just get to see a few shots. We have to answer the questions of what is wrong at the destination scene, why can't they help, what characters are in danger and why. A small scene for each character, alternating players. So I guess I'll take what happens to Ed Danger, what happens to the character's home city without the assistance they need, and what do the characters choose to do in response to their city's fate. So, does the conspiracy theorists want to take away what is wrong at the destination city and why they don't help, or why they can't help? Who wants to take the first little scene? Who wants to answer that question?
Wait, ask me the question again. I'll take.
So, what is wrong at the destination city, and why can't they help, or why don't they help? So it's this is show don't tell. So you could just narrate like something that happens.
Okay. So so you get there, and you're looking for help from these people, but they can't help you. Or maybe in fact they refuse to help you because they've heard your broadcast and they don't believe a word of what you said, and in fact they're part of the Kenny Baker cult. And
Kenny Baker's in a like important part.
It really is in their lives. And so they refuse outright your help because there's no substantial evidence that you are indeed Ed Danger.
Okay.
It's never been proved that you are in fact Ed Danger to them.
Okay, so so what characters are in danger and why? Does anyone have of the 2 people remaining? Do you either have a really strong idea, or shall I take away why Ed Danger is in danger?
I mean, your character is the only one that survived. I think you'll.
Yeah.
Okay. So so we see Ed Danger, and like just imagine, if you will, StarCraft 2, and the scene where he's in the bar and he's got his and he's in a bar in Taconia. His gun is resting, like 1 bullet left. His gun is resting on the side of the bar, and he's like drinking out of some like brown glass bottle. And he just kind of sighs, and we hear a thunk behind him. And he turns, and the camera pans with him, and we see the manager of KFK and some of the old crazed employees, arms folded across the chest, looking big and beefy. And Ed Danger just sighs, and the scene fades out.
So edgy.
So edgy. So edgy. So, what happens to the character's home city without the assistance they need? Dylan or Instagimp?
I'll take this one. I would say Camelot was kind of reliant on the kaiju repellent thing, whatever it may have been. It was hoping that the Topsiders would be able to return with help, but in the end, after time, they realized the Topsiders aren't returning, and those who were not able enough to travel to a place for help to bring back help, but able enough to get up and leave, got up and left, and those who stayed have ended up just fading away into nothing as the resources of Camelot dwindle, and eventually Camelot is taken by the sands of time and the occasional kaiju too.
Okay.
Mr.
So
Camelot.
we see people leaving and sploosh waves hitting it and things like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. And finally, Will, you need to answer. Instagimp, you need to answer the question of what do the characters choose to do in response to their city's fate? So that can either
Well,
be.
I mean, 2 of them are dead.
It can either be what happens like to Ed Danger after that scene I did, or what it feasibly could be
See, the thing is,
One Glove escaping and returning to Camelot and what he does from then on.
Jimmy One Glove, he hears about the fate of Camelot on the radio. And what he actually the thing is, he didn't actually die. What happened was he got taken away by Giraffra and Jeff's reanimated corpse, and re-splooshed corpse, and he's actually living in the nice new Maud's Manor too, with Maud, Jeff's reanimated corpse, and himself. They have a nice little business going. It's a nice chill family life.
Okay. All right then. So that is the finale of our little game of Radio Free Kaiju. I hope you enjoyed it. I randomly generated up the remainder of Giraffra's abilities, which I feel we'll just touch on.
Okay.
So we had Giraffra's. They were a giraffe. They were a spiky-ass giraffe with the ability to emit sploosh waves that could reanimate the dead and wibble barriers of all things. Their hidden power was they could turn into a bigger, badder, longer-haired version of themselves. Their background was they were trapped in a lab. This giraffe was forced to watch Adam Sandler movies on a loop. Aside from the occasional run of Happy Gilmore or Waterboy, it was hell. The pure rage that the giraffe felt was enough to lead it to escape into the nuclear plant next door. The giraffe sent the plant into a meltdown but didn't die, mutated, and never stopped feeling the rage.
Oh no, poor guy.
And finally, their motivation was their secret, hidden, true destiny was to be the very best, like no kaiju ever was. So that was Giraffra, and there were 3 other kaiju out there who maybe would have been a thing later on, but that may have to wait till the next time we play. This was a lot of fun. I quite enjoyed this game.
I enjoyed this game.
Yeah,
I
enjoyed it. It's fun.
So
enjoyed
thank you
the
to
Very
thank you to
fiasco.
Quinn Murphy for saying it was alright for me to play your game. So we'd like to point out here, this game is in playtest. Like, as I say, the rules were written mostly, I think, on Tuesday. Or Monday night. I picked them up on Tuesday. So, things are not in their final form. Some stuff will get streamlined.
This isn't even the Kaiju's final form.
This isn't even the Kaiju's final form.
It gets longer hair.
But yes, once again, if you want to check out all of Quinn Murphy's assorted stuff, you can find him on Twitter at QH_Murphy. And I think he's in the chat right now. I quite enjoy the stuff he talks about. He talks a lot about social fiction, things like that. It's very cool. Yeah, so let's do a quick whip round. You can tell people who you are, where you're from, your thoughts and feelings, and all that shit. So let's start with Instagimp Will.
Cool. Yeah, that was really good fun. Thanks for playing, guys. It was yeah, like I was saying, I really enjoyed the sort of different flow to the game. Like, you know, kind of when you're playing other role-playing systems, it can occasionally feel like, you know, you're playing something just in a different setting, whereas that had a really, really cool way of sort of outlining how the game was supposed to go. Yeah, it was good. Really enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter at Z2_Midori if you want. Can I post that in chat? Will I get timed out?
I'll post it for you because otherwise something will
Okay, cool.
Cecilbot will get rid of you.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.
Okay. Encounter Will.
Yes, that is I.
Talk to the people.
What up, guys? My name's Will. I stream D&D 5 nights a week. Got and other games like this. In fact, we do playtested games most Sunday nights nowadays, actually. But this Saturday, we're doing 12 hours of a Warhammer Fantasy role-playing game. Maybe the Saturday after that, we've got 24 hours of D&D streamed for our birthday. We've been streaming for 1 year. And it's that's a hot exclusive actually, just for an encounter. So you can head over there, and if you want to see Finbar do more role playing and stuff alongside myself and other shenanigans, then you can join us on Encounter Roleplay. Finbar, if you drop a link for me or something like that.
I'll get on it.
If not, I'm just here in chat, yo. And yeah, get to play D&D for a job now, which is really fucking cool. Living the dream, boys, and pretty good times all the time around. So yeah, really enjoyed Kaiju. Very kind of Fiasco feel to it. If you guys ever played Fiasco, It's definitely in playtest, and I think like I'd like to play it again in a few versions time. And I'd also think that we probably need like 3 hours to probably get into like the setup stuff, and then to get into more scenes. But other than that, really really good stuff. And Quinn, if you ever want to message us on the Twitters or anything like that and talk about kaiju, then I'd love to. So yeah, that's where you can find me, and that's all I have to say. Really.
Cool. Finally, Dilly Dog, Conflictnerd Dylan.
Yeah.
What's up?
So, I make videos on the internet. First off, that was a lot of fun. Like, that was absolutely insane. I think getting to trip over a snail, soar through the air, and go headfirst into a vat of boiling oil is a highlight of any character I've ever created. That's a new one for me. But that was this game allowed that to be a thing. I'm okay with that. But yes, I make videos on the internet over on youtube.com/conflictnerd. I stream several nights a week, most definitely for about 3 hours on Monday and Wednesday evenings, and then several times in between that. I'm streaming tomorrow at about 5 p.m. BST. Going to do a couple of hours of The Division, which will be interesting. They added incursions lately. But yeah, one video minimum every day on YouTube, stream several times a week. You can follow me on Twitter at conflictnerd, and I'll pop a hello in chat. So yeah, that's me. And
cool. Hey, if you like what you just saw, you can catch the live versions over on my stream at twitch.tv/MathinTV, where I do all of my best work. If you want this little thing to grow, please do like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends. That's really very helpful. So, from me and Cecil over here,